The Jungle Boy Wanjgu. In the heart of the forest, on a morning when the first rays of sunlight pierced through the lush green leaves, the graceful panther Duskar was taking one of his usual strolls. But this morning was different. His ears perked up at an unusual sound, mixing with the familiar symphony of the forest, a faint, high-pitched cry. Carefully stepping toward the source of the sound, he found a tiny human baby left in a basket among the roots of towering trees. Duskar couldn't leave this vulnerable creature alone in the dangers of the forest. Gently picking up the baby, he went straight to the leader of the wolf pack, the mother wolf. When the mother wolf saw the human baby, a maternal warmth blossomed inside her. Without separating him from her own cubs, she decided to make him a part of the pack and named the little forest child Wanjgu. Years passed quickly. Wanjgu grew up running with his wolf siblings, climbing trees, and learning the laws of the forest. The forest was his home, and the animals were his family. He was extremely happy in this wild and free life. But this happiness was shadowed when the ruthless tiger Tigran, known for his hunger for human flesh, learned of Wanjgu's existence and began to hunt him. Worried about Wanjgu's safety, the Wolf Council gathered and made a difficult decision. Wanjgu had to return to where he truly belonged, the human village. The task of taking him there was entrusted to Duskar, who had first found him. Though reluctant, Wanjgu set off with Duskar. After a tiring day of walking, they settled for the night in the branches of a tall tree. While they slept, the evil snake Silex silently slithered down the trunk, preparing to capture Wanjgu with hypnotic eyes. Just then, Duskar awoke and drove away the danger with a swift move, rescuing Wanjgu from the snake's grasp. The next morning, they woke to the thunderous sounds of the forest. A magnificent herd of elephants was passing by, with a cute baby elephant trailing its mother at the back. Wanjgu wanted to join the fun and followed the herd. When Duskar caught up, Wanjgu firmly said he didn't want to go to the village. Frustrated by Wanjgu's stubbornness and lack of understanding of the danger, Duskar left him there alone. Left alone, Wanjgu soon befriended a cheerful and carefree bear named Brumo. Brumo taught Wanjgu the joyful side of the forest, where to find the sweetest fruits, and how to live a comfortable life. On a hot afternoon, as Brumo floated Wanjgu on his belly in a cool stream, a group of mischievous monkeys suddenly appeared and kidnapped Wanjgu. The monkeys took Wanjgu to an ancient ruined temple deep in the forest. Panicked, Brumo immediately found Duskar and explained what had happened. The two old friends put their differences aside and set out together to rescue their little friend. Meanwhile, inside the temple, Wanjgu met the orangutan who declared himself King Banzi. Banzi's antics amused Wanjgu, and they began a wild monkey dance together. Just then, Brumo and Duskar arrived at the temple. To distract the monkeys, Brumo put on a makeshift monkey costume and joined Banzi in the dance. But in the heat of the dance, the costume slipped off, revealing Brumo's true identity. Angry, the monkeys attacked Brumo. As Duskar rushed to help his friend, the ancient temple began to crack and collapse from the chaos. In a desperate effort, Brumo and Duskar managed to grab Wanjgu and escape the crumbling temple. The three friends retreated to a quiet corner of the forest to rest and reflect. Duskar convinced Brumo, as the last incident had shown, that the only safe place for Wanjgu was the human village. The next day, without telling Wanjgu their true purpose, Brumo and Duskar took him near the village. But when Wanjgu realized they were close, he felt betrayed and ran off alone deep into the forest. Duskar, desperate, asked the elephant herd for help, saying, "We must find him before Tigran does." Unbeknownst to them, Tigran was lying in ambush nearby and overheard the conversation, growling to himself, "I will find him first." When Tigran caught Wanjgu vulnerable, Brumo arrived just in time. The brave bear leapt at the tiger to protect his friend, and a fierce battle began. Tigran escaped Brumo's claws and found himself face to face with Wanjgu. A burning branch, struck by a nearby lightning, flashed in Wanjgu's hand. He used it against the tiger's greatest fear: fire. Wanjgu tied the burning branch to Tigran's tail. Terrified of the flames, the tiger fled in agony and was never seen in the forest again. With the danger gone, the three friends arrived together at the edge of the human village. Wanjgu still wanted to stay in the forest, but when he saw a beautiful little girl filling a bucket from the stream, his mind changed instantly. Brumo and Duskar watched from a distance as Wanjgu entered the village safely with his new friend. Feeling both sad and peaceful after completing their mission, they sang and danced their way back to the forest, their home.
Wanjgu